Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Peyton. It is nice to meet you. It is nice to see you. And today we have yet another Happy Home Paradise video. Another super fun, super exciting one. Today we are going to be moving one of my favorite villagers from my current island to my Happy Home island. And that is going to be the one and only, my birthday twin, mind you, Miss Agnes, and it's going to be super exciting. We're going to do a super fun build, and I am excited to show you guys what happened. So we are going back to my island, which is Potato Park, and as much as I've enjoyed having Agnes here, she really did a great job of fitting my previous island theme, which was a city core vibe. I also don't know why she's dressed as like pink Alexander Hamilton right now, but it's a vibe, and you know, she's doing it. But also ignore her saying she hasn't heard from me in weeks. I time traveled to get myself out of the snow, so I don't neglect my villagers. I promise. I love them. I love them. Anyway, while Agnes really fit the vibe of my previous island, she doesn't so much fit the vibe of my new island theme, which is a European town core island, but I love her so much I just didn't want to send her into the void. I really wanted to give her a nice, fun home. And I also peeked at what her prompt was. I googled it. You can Google what the villagers want. Is that like, does it make it less fun? I don't know. It made me excited. It made me be like, oh, let me just move Agnes there now. Like, let's just go do it. So this is us going and doing that, traveling from my island, Potato Park, back to Happy Home, and we're going to give Agnes a nice home, and then not long after this, I did send her on her happy trails, and now we have new villagers on my island. But by the time this video is up, you already know that. You already know that, because I filmed these very far out. Anyway, here is Agnes on the island. Look how cute she is. I kind of like that they go back to whatever their original outfit is and their original catchphrase, but it also like it makes me a little sad too. Just a little bit. But anyway, we're just going straight to Agnes. We're not messing around with anyone on the beach. She wants a museum with art. Artsy museum. And yeah. Sounds great to me. I'd love to make you an art museum. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. The only other museum we've done is we did a museum for Wade. We did a clock museum. So we certainly have not done an art museum, so this was going to be something very different and also just like, I don't know, fun for Agnes. So this is what she wanted. These were the main items, which were pretty easy to use. Just one of the decorative pillars, the display case, and then that cute little sign. So nothing too crazy, but I will say I did definitely struggle with this build. I like how it came out, but I did definitely have to like stare at it for a long time and be like, okay, does this look good? What are we doing here? As far as location, I was not sure. I'm really trying to fill up all of the different splots. That was me saying spots and plots at the same time. I'm trying to do a build in each plot before I start repeating them. So I was like, I don't really know. But I decided to go with the one I did because it felt just pretty open, not too woodsy. I didn't really want a woodsy one. I think when in doubt, the ones with the vines and the pillars are kind of cool. And especially for a museum, I think it really worked out. I think it fits the vibe. I just love when she closes her eyes. She's got the prettiest eyelashes. I'm gonna need Agnes to drop that lash routine. And yes, here we are. I love this little area. This one is cute. I think this is a good spot. This is a good spot. Specifically for this, I really like the exterior, I'm not gonna lie. But as per usual, we're starting with the interior and making the room as big as possible. And also, notably, this is the first build we're doing where I have access to literally everything. Not literally everything, but by that I mean I now have access to the items I have on my own island, as well as like the Nook shopping items. So yeah, we had some more stuff. For the wallpaper and flooring, it was pretty easy. I knew I wanted to do a black and white aesthetic. She is a black and white little cute pig, very elegant, and she's running a museum, which to me feels very like, museums are usually all white, like all pristine and white, so I kind of wanted to do that. I mess around for a while with this pillar and seating moment that I get rid of. So don't fall in love with it. I like it, but the problem is I just didn't know what else to put around it, and it took up so much of the room, and I felt like it was limiting my space to display art. So I did get rid of it, but just pretend it's not there for a while. You'll also see that I move this little reception counter so many times. I really said to myself, I always put the reception counter, if I do like a small business type build, which I often do, I always put it in like the top right. So I was like, you know what, I'm not doing that. We're going to put it in the top left instead and be different. But I end up kind of moving it around. You'll see I put it closer to the door eventually so we can display some more art. I think that was the problem here. I didn't have enough art to display. I had tons of things to hang on the walls, which is great, but as far as placeable items go, I didn't really have that many options, so I kind of opted for like pottery type things and, justifying like, this is art as well. It's not all just paintings, So that's kind of what we did, but the problem was a lot of the things like the pots and stuff weren't black and white. They were also like blue and white, so we kind of introduced that color story in, which I don't think I would have necessarily wanted, but we kind of had no choice here. It's kind of what we had to do. I think it all comes out okay, but definitely was a little bit of a struggle just to try and pick out what items we wanted to actually use, like how to make it scream art museum. I just, we're doing it. I love the framed photo item. It's just comes in handy every single build. It came in handy here. I love the display case. They're not cases. These little stands, these little square stands. I love these. So cute. And I really like the decorative plate. Like the decorative plate had some great customization options, and I really love it. I also was running out of items, so I decided to literally use paint cans as an item. Like it's a statement. It's like a statement about how this is an art museum. Like this, where you are because there's like a sculpture of in my head, they're not real paint cans. It's like a sculpture that someone made of paint cans. And just, you're gonna have to believe me on that and just bear with me. I'm also trying different carpets here until I realized I don't like any of them. Because I wanted it to be black and white. And there weren't a lot of good like black and white options here. I also moved the pillars like a bunch of times. This one, again, like not easy. Not easy was this one. I thought it would be. I was like, oh, art museum. How hard could that be? There's literally an art museum on our islands. Like we've seen what that looks like. Why don't you just make something like that? But yeah, it was a little tough, but I think it comes out really nice. I really like putting these Zen bench items in front of these two pillars as kind of extra seating is kind of fun. And then I struggled with what big painting I wanted to put in the corner. Originally, I wanted to have Starry Night there, but it's just too small. So I knew I wanted something big. I decided, let's put Sunday in the Park with George up there. But then I figured the colors didn't really match, so I did this one instead, and I kind of like it better. Mind you, I don't know if it's a genuine or a fake painting. I'm not going to lie. I just had it, and so if it's fake, that's pretty embarrassing, but oh well. I'm also playing around a lot with how can we make this interesting with where we lay these display cases, because my inclination is like, let's just put them all in a line across all of the walls, and I just didn't think that looked good. So instead we kind of did this thing, and I really like having the two display stands with the paint quote unquote sculpture. I really like that in the front. It's kind of like a nice way to welcome you into the space. Like, here is where you are. You are literally in an art museum. In case you didn't realize, here is some paint. Do you get it now? And yeah, I didn't know what to put on the sides. I was gonna put more seating here, but it felt like pointless because I have the two benches in the middle. So instead I decided to just do some more little items. Just get some more plants in here. I think when in doubt, if a space is kind of looking weird, throw some plants in. Makes it all look better. So we did some plants, some books, maybe you're reading up about the art, and a Newton's Cradle. Can't go wrong. It's like, this is an intellectual space, all right? we're playing around with the lighting, and here it is. This is it. Mind you, I did not put a lot on the walls here because I decided to make the whole thing the like window walls, and I think it looks a little cuckoo crazy if you go a little bit overboard with what is on the wall when you have window walls like this. I also am just sticking in a little shopping bag, like maybe you got something at the gift shop, like, you know, and you're just chilling now. We just, you know, I really like the paper bag items. I feel like I use them all the time. Just see, that fixed so much. That was the little review of the room. Normally I do a full 360. I apologize for not doing it. Here, there wasn't a whole lot on the other wall, so I didn't really miss anything too crazy. Now, for upstairs, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had no idea what we were gonna do, but I wanted to do something something dark and funky. I think it's definitely going to be a different vibe than downstairs, but still very Agnes to me. I knew that I wanted to use this kind of rain wall. At first I thought I would use it across the whole thing, but then I thought that was like way too much, and also I've done that a lot and I kind of wanted to try something different. So I decided to make it more like an actual window seat type thing, where it's only present on just one wall, rather than having the whole thing be like, wow, she lives in like a huge city and her whole back wall is just a window. I didn't really want that. I kind of wanted it to just be like, yeah, that's the window. That's it. And I know that downstairs has like the windows where it's light outside, but you're going to have to just go with me on this, okay? You're going to have to pretend weather is just a concept and doesn't exist here. Because I wanted it, obviously I wanted it to be dark because she's like a dark pig and she's really funky, and I think that she is like a little goth, and I think that's okay. And she's like she's into art, and she's like very, you know, she's very that. So I wanted to give her like this rain, because to me, this is like, she owns the art studio downstairs. It's not all her art she's displaying, but in her free time, she does work on her own art. So I wanted to give her a cozy little studio. Like a moody studio is actually kind of like a better word for it. Like a very moody art studio and bedroom, which is great because I struggled for a while trying to figure out what exactly to make her bedroom as, like, other than just like putting a bed in the room and calling it, because I don't really see her as a person that's like, you know, has a luxurious bathroom or like a crazy kitchen and that's the whole build. To me, I wanted to do a smaller bedroom, have the art be the main kind of thing, and that rain window wall for inspiration, and that is kind of the vibe. I also love this Zodiac ox. I love it. They're a similar vibe. I know oxes and like pigs are different, okay? But they're similar, and I think it's kind of cute, and like maybe she made it herself. Isn't that so cute to think about? And then I decided to put her picture in the back, like against the window. I always put the villager picture somewhere, and that is just where it is. Like, you know, maybe she needs to look to herself for her own inspiration. Maybe that's dumb, but oh well. I'm going with it. We're vibing with it. I also really struggled with carpeting here. I really wanted I wanted to do some pink in this room because there's no pink downstairs, and she's black and white and her favorite color is pink, and she's got beautiful like pink eyeshadow and she wears a pink dress, so I wanted to make some things pink. So rather than do it with the items, because there weren't any pink items I wanted, I decided let's have fun with the lighting. We're making it moody. This is just like, this is where she goes to relax. You know, she operates this pristine art museum all day, and this is where she comes to straight vibe and create something kooky and crazy, and I kind of love that for her. I'm new to the world of like this custom lighting, so I'm worried it's a little too pink, but also I kind of like it, so I don't really care. I think it's very pink, but it's so different from downstairs, and I think it does a really great job of kind of capturing the cozy, moody vibe. But you guys will have to let me know what you think. And this is kind of like the 360. I also love that lighting above her dresser, just so cute. Now for the exterior, I kind of knew that I wanted to do like a sculpture garden type thing, because I wasn't able to use any of the tall, big sculpture items inside. I felt like they just took up too much of the room, and I really wanted to have like an abundance of art. So I decided to kind of make it like a mysterious sculpture garden of these just things randomly placed throughout, and you like come and have a good time. And I decided to make the exterior in the same kind of tone as the upstairs. I kind of wish now that there was a way to like change the windows for the downstairs to make them darker, but I didn't like any. I feel like it makes sense to have those like white windows and with the black. It just bothers me now that it's like during the daytime, but it's fine. It's whatever. Who cares? I care slightly, but it's alright. And then yeah, for the exterior, we're keeping it pretty simple other than the statues, using the same tile pathing that I use all over my island. The link is in the description, of course, as always. And that is the vibe. That's the vibe. We put her in a cute little black outfit, cute little black and white. She runs her nice little museum, and that's it. And here we are, back inside. I really like it. And now here is the not exterior, the interior bottom floor museum montage. I hope you guys enjoy it. And there you guys have it. I really like how it came out. It was very difficult for me. You know, this one didn't come naturally to me, but that's okay. I think we gave Agnes a really fun home that feels very her, very different. You know, we've got some different vibes going on between the exterior, bottom interior, and top floor, but I think it's very Agnes, and I'm very glad she's here. My birthday twin now has a home on the island, and that is super awesome and super special to me. And here we are back at the office getting my money. At this point, guys, I am almost done, quote unquote done with Happy Home Paradise, except I won't be done. I'm going to continue to play even past the 30 homes, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And doing Agnes's home today is one of the last villagers that I'm moving to my Happy Home Island from my current island. So stay tuned. We'll have like 2 more. And yeah. That's where we're going to end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, let me know what you think down below. What do you think? Is it an art museum? Are there enough art items? How would you have made an art museum? If you guys like this video, if you like Animal Crossing, if you like me remotely as a person, maybe subscribing is like a cool option for you. I make videos every other day and stream weekly, so if you're interested, I would love if you consider subscribing. Join this kooky little corner. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.